Jumbo Mumbo Familia Angu. Uh, this is Eli, and I'm coming to my channel is called Eli-Ben-Eli, and I'm making this second video to be quite frank with you because I'm experimenting with a new light. I'm seeing, whether it's gonna work out or not. So far, it seems that it will. Uh, I was thinking about something, and I excuse me for one moment. I'll speak as I do what I'm doing. Uh, I was thinking about something that I thought I should make a video of, and it's not in keeping with what I've been doing lately. Uh, I don't know where you come from in your culture, you believe in ghosts. You believe that the spirit of the dead can appear to the living, which is if you stop and think about it, it's kind of frightening. But I used to work at a place with juvenile delinquents overnight, and I kind of felt a calling for doing that because at one point in my life I was a juvenile delinquent myself, but I was very lucky. I lived in a good neighborhood. I had a good family, and a lot of things that could have happened never happened to me. But I had a lot of sympathy and love for these kids that worked there. And I used to work overnight because it allowed me to go in and basically have a chill time. The boys would be asleep, so it was not that difficult to do this job. But anyway, on a certain night, I was sitting there reading a book. I used to love reading and working on my novels. Novels I've written a couple of novels. Uh, Middle of the night. It had to have been in the like 2, 3 in the morning. One of the young men comes out of his room, and he looks very, very pale and sickly. Actually, the hallway was shaped like a C, and he came from the back and walked around. And he was very pale looking, but the area around his eyes looked very dark. And normally, when in this place, when a kid comes in or wakes up in the middle of the night and is gonna go use the bathroom, if they see you, they'll say, "Hey, how you doing?" And they'll go in there use the bathroom. This boy just kept walking, shambling, kind of like. And I said, "Hey, how you doing?" And he kind of looked at me, but didn't answer. He went ahead and entered the bathroom, used the bathroom. And I said, "Well, he's probably getting used to this place." And he turned around and he went back around. And I didn't see him again that night. But in the morning, when all of the other boys were waking up, I went to, I was talking to them and I said, "So where is the new kid?" And they all said, "What are you talking about?" And I go, "Where's the new kid that I saw last night?" And they said, "What are you talking about, Mr. B?" And I told them, "I saw a new kid last night. The yellow, the kid wearing a yellow shirt. He kind of light skinned. I saw him last night. Well, where is he at?" And they told me, "Mr. B, there isn't any new kid." And I said, "That's ridiculous. I saw him. I said hello to him." And so I called the director and I asked, don't you have a new kid who's, up here? And he told me, "No, we don't have a new kid." And I told him what had happened. And he told me, "Well, don't discuss it with the boys." But the boys approached me and they told me, "Mr. B, don't you know what you saw?" And I said, "No." And really, this is the first that I have heard of that I had heard of it. They told me years ago there was a boy who stayed here, and he died in his room. And I said, "Do you know which room he died in?" And they told me, "Yeah, the room around to the back." And I said, "That's the direction he came from." And all of the boys were terrified. They told me, "Mr. B, believe it or not, you've seen the ghost. A lot of us have seen him. And we always wondered who he was, and then the next day he's not around. You've seen the ghost of the kid who died here." Fascinating story. Anyway, my friends, uh, my subscriber count is up to approximately anywhere from 151 to 153. If you haven't liked this video, please do so. And I'm incredibly happy, mashallah, for the 153 subscribers, or 151. I don't know if it's 151, somewhere in that area. I am incredibly happy about that. I remember that slightly more than a month ago, I only had 14 subscribers. And I was saying to myself, well, I don't know whether I can do a channel or not. Maybe I won't get any subscribers. But, Buana Asifiwe, Mungu Akubariki, by the grace of God, I started doing this, and many of you have graced my channel by subscribing to it. And if you haven't done so, I ask you to do so. I really would appreciate it. Please help my channel to grow. Uh, I don't know how many of you are celebrating Ramadan, but I'm celebrating it. Or I don't know if you're engaging in the fast or not, but I'm celebrating Ramadan. So I would like to tell each and every one of you, who does, uh, Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Mubarak. And I just want to let each and every one of you know that I appreciate you. I like telling funny stories and everything, but I was thinking of the ghost, and the time that I saw the ghost. I have other ghost stories, and every now and then I'll try to tell you one of them. Thank you so much. Salam, Kwaheri, Shalom.